I know you would have found yourself in an occasion where a large cake was presented to be shared amongst everyone, and I know you took a part of it. Your uncle just got a pack of juice for you and your siblings, and you quickly ran to the kitchen to get a glass cup in order for you to take your share. You and your friend went out for an outing and you contributed money to get a box of pizza. You started arguing on who will get the largest part. This is fraction. You don't need the pages of the textbook to solve fraction because fraction is all around you. Splitting pizza in party, this is fraction. Listening to music and checking how much of the song is left, this is more fraction. Eating 1/4 of your chocolate bars and saving the rest for later, this is fraction again. You were charging your phone and it tells you 67% charging. This is real fraction. So today, we won't be learning maths boring rules. We will be decoding hidden maths in your games, in your snack, in your shopping, and so on. Let's crack this code one slice at a time. You are welcome to Practical Maths with God Knows, where numbers meet real life by taking maths out from the pages of the textbook to our day-to-day activities. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment so you'll be getting more engaging mathematics real-life lessons. You could also join our Telegram platform and all our social media handles. In our Telegram platforms, for every topic I teach, I'll be giving questions that you could solve and also send back. I would be your online coach for free. Drop questions you solve, drop back, I would review and send back to you. This is a community we are going to be building. So do well to join and follow us so that you'll be carried along on this math practice journey. Today, we are going to be treating the topic fraction. Now, what is fraction? Simply put, fraction can be defined as a part of the whole. I'll repeat this again. A part of the whole. You have a bunch of banana. It is whole. When you take two out of it, you've taken a part of the banana. You've taken a fraction of the banana. You've just implemented fraction because you've taken a part of the whole. Let's have some practical examples. Have an understand that fraction is a part of the whole. We must understand how fraction is being represented. Fraction is represented in this form: numerator over the denominator. Numerator over the denominator. That over is called the fraction bar or the division line. That over in that representation is called the fraction bar or the division line. Now, what is the numerator and the denominator? What is the numerator and the denominator? The numerator is that part of the fraction that was taken or left. The numerator is that part of the fraction that was taken or left from the whole. Is the numerator. Why the denominator is the entire part the whole was divided into, which means the addition of the one that was taken and the one that was left all together. When the whole is divided without being taken, is the denominator. The total parts of the whole is the denominator. Let's practicalize this. As you can see, I have a loaf of bread here. I want to take my breakfast. Now, let's see fraction. Let's practicalize fraction. So we want to know how many parts or how many slices do we have in this loaf. Okay, let's have a quick. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This loaf of bread has 21 slices. So we could say the whole is divided in 21 parts. Now I want to eat. I'm taking, I can finish this. I have taken a fraction. I have taken a fraction of the bread. If I should eat this, I will be left with this. Because I have taken this part of the bread, this is no longer a whole bread. Because I've taken this part of the bread, this is no longer a whole bread. Remember, when it was whole, we had 21 parts. Now, this part that I took, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am taking 8 slices of bread. This is what I would regard as the numerator. 8 parts, I'm taking 8 out of 21. 8 slices, numerator. Now, if you remove 21 from 8, you'll be left with 13. So our numerator in this aspect would be, for the bread that we've taken out, 8, and for the numerator, the one that is left, 13. So if I want to represent this in fraction, remember, representing fraction is numerator over denominator. Numerator over denominator. If I'm asked, what fraction of this bread would you eat this morning? I have taken 8 slices. 8 represent the numerator, a part of the entire, over denominator, the total part of the whole. I am taking 8 out of 21 bread. That is fraction, meaning that I have taken 8 over 21 of the bread. If I am asked what fraction of the bread is left, I would say I have 13 bread left. 13 bread now in this aspect becomes the numerator. 13 bread, 13 slices rather, becomes the numerator. Remember, the entire bread has 21 slices. So we have 13 over 21, which means the fraction of the bread that is left is 13 over 21. While the fraction of the bread that I'll be eating this morning would be 8 over 21. This is clear. Let's dive into another example. Why I eat my bread. Thank you. I also bought a pack of biscuit. Now I'll be using this as the example. Now, this is a whole biscuit. A whole biscuit. Now, let's open up this biscuit and know what we have inside. Now, opening this biscuit up, you could see we have 4. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This whole biscuit is divided into 4, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 biscuits makes the whole. If I should take 1 out of the 4, 1 out of the 4, I have taken 1 which I took from the whole. This becomes a numerator. 1 out of the entire 4 that makes the whole. So which means 1 numerator, denominator 4, the total, which means representation, numerator over denominator, 1 over 4. I've taken a fraction. The fraction of the biscuit I'm going to be taking from. Now, the fraction of this biscuit that I'm taking is 1 over 4 of the biscuit is what I'm taking. And the fraction left would be 3 over 4. Understand that? I believe you are getting this right. And lastly, you can't eat all this without taking a glass of water. I also have my water here. This is sealed water, sealed bottled water. This also can be regarded as a whole. This also can be regarded as a whole. Now, in this case, but I want to take a part of it dependent. In this place, water doesn't have parts unlike biscuit and bread. But I could say, I want to take this water because Water is very good for the body. But I want to finish this whole water 3 times. I want to finish it 3 times, which means since I want to finish it 3 times, depending on you, you could say I want to finish this same water 9 times. But for the purpose of this class, I want to finish this bottled water 3 times, which means from the whole, I am taking a part. I am taking a part. I've taken one part. So I would say I've taken one part of the water. So I would say I've taken 1 out of 3. Remember, I'm the one determining this part because I want to finish it 3 times. So if I should take once, I have taken 1 out of the 3 times which I would take this water. So this 1 would be my numerator over the 3 parts which I've determined to finish the water. So 1 over 3. So I would say I am taking 1/3, 1 over 3 of this water. Now, why 2/3 of the water is left for later? Because this remaining one, I must finish it 2 times. Remember, I determined to finish it 3 times. I hope this is clear. I would like to give you this classwork for you to try out. The first one would be, a certain player was supposed to take 5 penalty shootouts, and he scored 3 and lost 2. Now, I want you to give me the fraction of the penalty that was scored and the penalty that was missed. The second one, a market woman went to the market to buy a basket of oranges, and inside the basket we have 20 oranges. When she got home, she discovered that 5 of the oranges were bad. Now, I want you to give me the fraction of the oranges that were bad and the fraction of the oranges that were good. Now, I believe we've done that. For the first question on the penalty shootout, the fraction, if your answer was 3/5 for the fraction of the penalty shootout that the player scored, then you are right. And if your fraction for the penalty shootout that the player lost is 2/5, you are also right. You are getting it. You are doing well. Now, for the oranges, if your answer for if your answer for the fractions of the oranges that were bad was 5/20, which is after cutting to the lowest term would give you 1/4, you are right. 5/20 or 1/4, you are right, which means 1/4 of the oranges were bad. Or you could say 5/20 of the oranges were bad, and the ones that were good was 15/20, which is the same thing as 3/4 of the oranges were good. If that was your answer, then you are right. You are doing well.